Across the world, youth are leaving the classroom and marching in the streets to bring attention to the climate change emergency.
The young people are who's gonna be the future rulers, and we're gonna be the ones that are here the longest. So I think it's important that we stand up for what we think is right and for things that we think are being overlooked, because I feel like it's kind of our responsibility.
Students from around the world are striking by walking out of school to advocate for action. The biggest walkout was September 20th, 2019, with an estimated 4 million youth participating globally. In December of 2019, students marched again, and in Olympia, several hundred students stood up in class and walked out.
Amazing, because you're actually, you're doing more than just saying something. You're actually getting up and doing something. Yeah, physically getting up. And what's amazing is that we're right here on our legislators' doorstep. They can hear us shouting from their offices. It's amazing.
And just getting up in front of our class and watching all the students watch you is really impactful, because they can see that there are students taking charge in this climate action, so that inspires them to do the same.
Yeah.
Where are students learning about climate science? Internationally, social media activists and locally, the Washington Youth Climate Strike are mobilizing youth to act. Schools, too, are teaching climate science.
Well, personally, I had a really great 8th grade teacher, Mr. Brewer, at Washington Middle School, and we watched CNN Student News every day, and issues like that were just made aware to me, and I was like, wow, this is a really big issue, and that kind of sparked my interest, and I learned more from them.
I don't tell them climate change is real. I give them multiple data sources. I give them graphs and charts and articles, and these are all vetted resources, and then they are able to reach that conclusion. They understand. Kids are way smarter than we give them credit for. I know they're getting most of their information actually outside of the classroom. And hopefully that unit in 6th grade gives them a foundation in the science behind the conversation, that they can be more critical of the information they take in the future. And then I also teach 7th grade science. And so I keep returning to it. So I've got the same kids the following year, and we returned back to that during chemistry. Chemistry is, we hit climate change. It really solidifies for them when we're studying molecules and atoms and heat and motion of particles. They understand the atmosphere all of a sudden at another level. So hopefully, if their future science teachers are doing it justice, we will at least be able to provide them with a backbone where they can digest information that they're getting from other sources well, hopefully.
Even with the social distancing protocols in place during the pandemic, students found ways to keep their urgency of their message alive. Social networking became even more important. Students can see hope in collective action and will continue to advocate for change.